Hey guys, Deborah on the go. Are we live? Let me see here. Oops, okay. Ah, my computer's throwing me up warning things here. All right. Can you all hear me okay? Hello, Bill at Thin Blue Lane. Thank you all for the raid. Thank you, Travis, for sharing it out. Evening Shades, how are you? How are you? Let me get back up here top. Dream on Wheels, first in the house. He must have thought I was having dinner or something ready. Mo Bang, how are you? John Chalker, welcome. New Horizons, hello, Susan. Oh, I know you're feeling, honey. I haven't got to go south yet either, and this weather is not being friendly with me. I'm Charlie Grace. Hey, girl. Tracy, how are you? And there was it Tommy at She Devil? Hello. And there's Brene and Fairy Dust. Oh, yeah, Brene, Fairy Dust, and Deborah on the go. Oh, there's my man, Ford Man, and Mr. Bill. Thank you again. Thank you again for the raid, honey. Evening Shades, hello. There's Dream on Wheels. Karen Boardman. Oh, I have a new subscriber. Backbeat Rhythm. Hello, honey. Adventure RV Adventure. How are you, dear? Oh, here's a new one to me. Ah, Trapping with Jinx. Well, hello, and welcome. Well, new to the family. That's right, honey. We're all one big family here. And let's see, Nancy. My baby doll. She is such a sweetie. And Becky Allen. Hello, honey. Backbeat Rhythm. Hello. I've been trying to get a message to you for a while. I would see you in everybody's chat and everything. Couldn't get a message to you. But yes, you're here now. That's good. Let's see who else we might have in the. Oh, Roy and Becky's Travels. That's my lunch dates right there every day. I sit down and that's what reminds me to have my lunch. So I have lunch with them every day. And let's see here. We've got Tumbleweed RV Live. You guys, this is great. I'm seeing a bunch of new people in my chat or some that I haven't seen in a while. Michael Ann is in the house. Oh my gosh. I am loving this. I am just loving it very much. All right, guys. I think I'm caught up on my hellos. And there is another one of my favorites. Somewhere Up the Creek Comedy Fishing Production. Oh my gosh, this must be, is this Angela? If you all, this girl, she amazes me. I get so tickled at watching her. It puts me in mind of when I would get to go fishing like that. Her and Mikey, they have such a banter back and forth about them uh, within themselves, like that. It is hilarious. And it puts me in mind, me and my dad used to do that. And of course, everybody knows he passed away about 4 years ago. So I miss that. I mean, little things like they fight over their bait, you know, and stuff like that. Me and my dad, we used to say who's going to catch the most. One day the minnows jumped out of the bucket, so I picking them up and putting them in the bucket, and I'm like, hey, they count, they're tiny fishes. And so I teased him all the time. I beat him that day. Yeah, Angela and Mikey, they are so fun to watch, people. if one of my moderators would drop their link, and the girl can sing too. Let me tell you. So yeah, I am so glad they're here. Sorry, fangirling there for a minute. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked there. It is just, I'm trying to get a hold of her if she would drop me an email. Let me see if I can find my information. Good Lord, I don't even know if I can. I can find my thingies now. It seems like everything has changed. I don't see my ticker. Oh, well. Have they done an update and I've missed something? But anyway, my email. If you could email me at heyangie@yahoo.com. Angela, I would love to set up an interview with you all. It is hilarious. And I just love to be part of the conversation sometime. You know, as long as Mikey don't put me in them gator traps. But then again, I don't know. My dad used to do me that way until I started trying to catch the baby gators. Then he kind of started backing off. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Hildy, hello, sweetheart. It is amazing to see everybody in here. And let me see here. I'm having trouble seeing today, people. So if I look funny, I'm not looking at you all funny. I promised. I really am not. I'm not looking at you as funny. And I'm just wondering, did anybody drop that link yet? Let me see if I can go over there. And if I can find it here. Or did I take my road trip? I don't know. We go out and adventure a little bit if you're talking to me, Ashley. But welcome to the show. We actually, our road trip today consisted on taking the puppies to the vets today, which is just their regular checkup and stuff, no biggie. And we did take our little wild child and get her nails done. She will not let us clip them. And so let me put that in there. There's a link for somewhere up the creek. Sorry about that. Okay, now she won't let us clip them. A video taper with. Hey, this, you guys, it has totally shocked me. Because he was like, I really don't, I don't want to get involved with this, but I'll support you, but I'll do it from over here, And then, like I said, he'll be out working and he'll come home some evening and say, hey, do you think you can do anything with these videos? And honestly, the only things I do to him is just basically, as far as editing goes, just put them all together, mute them, and set them to music. And he is doing really good with it. Victoria May, hello, hello. I seen you popped in there. But he has just been, when we went and did the pumpkin house, he took that little, I call it a GoPro, but it's not a GoPro. he, what's it called? Just a, of course, it's a little cheap when I actually got it. It's one of those get it free, just pay shipping um, type deals. And yeah, he got hooked. Um, so I got that little action cam in, and it's got the little waterproof case in it and stuff like that. So, hey, basically it was free. But of course, it doesn't have the stabilization and it doesn't have the Wi Fi in it. But he's learning to use it. I'm learning to download the memory card to my computer. I can do that a lot better than I can download from my phone to the computer. Um, and so he's just been doing really awesome. And I've been actually looking at trying to find him something maybe a little better as far as for video. And but he says, hey, he can use that or his phone. He's happy with that. But yeah, he's like, yep, let's go, let's video this, and let's go look this and stuff. But I think this weekend we're going to kind of take a break and sit around the house. It's not supposed to be great weather, so we need to, of course, clean everything off our porches and put away stuff for the winter, get the grill out of the weather and all of this stuff. So Danny Griswold, hello, honey. How are you? And so, we're going to have to winterize the house a little bit and get it all ready and just get it ready for the cold weather. Not liking it at all. Not at all. The pumpkin house. Yes, Susan. Now, I'm thinking years back, I heard of a place that did Christmas. And I don't know if it was the same place or not, but I am going to keep my eye out and see if they do it for Christmas. So, Gibby Gib, hello. Welcome, honey. But I think it would be very nice set up for Christmas. But the only thing I didn't like about it was everybody was just milling around the yard, and there was really no actual flow to the traffic. And so, you got a lot of people that was getting in front of you filming and stuff like that. But that's to be expected, I guess, something like that. But I did notice today my video got a copyright. I got a notification on it, which I'm not monetized, so it really don't matter unless I was about to be monetized. But I figured it's from where I let the pumpkins sing Country Roads. I figured that's what got me on that one. I haven't really gone in and looked yet, but I just thought it was so cute. They have all the instruments carved in the pumpkins, and on one side they had like faces of women, on the other side men, where they'd be cartoonish or whatever, and they would sing, and the lights would light up on whenever they were singing or what instruments were playing. And I just thought it was really cool. But I figured that's what the copyright was over. But I don't know how that works because the West Virginia Tourist, they own the copyrights to that song. So I don't know. I may even see about trying to get permission to use that song more in my videos. I don't know. I'd have to check it out and see. And, but it's no biggie. I just go in there and mute that section and, it'd be cool. No biggies. But like I said, I ain't monetized and I don't look at being monetized somewhere, anywhere near soon. But I just thought that was a cool little feature to leave in the videos, that's me. I'm just my little mind. I thought it was cool. Oh, see, Karen said it looked good. Yeah, Somewhere Up Creek, Angela and Mikey, they liked it. So, and I did. I just thought by being from West Virginia, it just represents who we are. It's actually called the West Virginia Pumpkin House. You know, and oh, Angela, you're making me blush. I quit reading her comments. But yeah, so we were talking today. We took the dogs and I did get a little bit of a drive stream. I'm going to edit together, and the way the sun was hitting it, it's like we had an early frost a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago. And the leaves are more of the brownish now, but you do get some color in them and stuff yet. And so I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my eyes to focus. So I did do a little drive stream, and I did it. I broke down and purchased the full version of my editing software so I can play with it. you know, I can't even see chats like this. Yeah, maybe I could just do that. Find that in there somewhere. You can go in and mute that section of the video. Yeah, that's not hard to do. Well, I say that's not hard to do, but I've never done it on a video that I've already loaded to my YouTube. So I'd have to figure out how to do that, which, it's all a learning curve nowadays, ain't it? I mean, a magnificent journey with Darian. Hello and welcome. You all are just amazing. You're just amazing me tonight here. I've got, 21 in the house. Awesome. And 23 thumbs up. This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. Somewhere Up the Creek. Angela, I am using Power Director. I think it is. But when I thought, well, I'll just go in, upgrade it, blah, blah, blah. But it gives me like 4 different things on my desktop. It's like it's got one thing for it. I just got to figure it all out, which I was hoping that I'd get more music than I did. Or I just haven't learned how to link their, like I said, they have like an app on my desktop for the music. And I just got to learn it all. But, it'll take time. And that's why I'm in no hurry to grow my channel, because I want to grow with it. If I was like monetized overnight and all this stuff, then I'm like, I don't have the skills to keep up with it, And so, we'll learn to work with. Hey, Angela, if that's what you all use, oh my gosh, girl. That's amazing, because you all have amazing videos. Yeah, it takes time. Oh, I did not see him in Elephant Rocks. Hello, gotta feed the critters. Have a super weekend. Thanks, Angie. See you around Elephant Rocks. I'm sorry I did not notice you in there earlier. I love making new friends and stuff like that. So, hey, Angela, you better be careful, girl. I may just call you sometime and say, ah! Oh, goodness. But yeah, we did that little drive stream today, and I stopped in and saw a friend of ours that they have a little store and everything. And I found not just chocolate covered cherries. Nay, nay. Mm-mm. They are chocolate covered French vanilla cherries. Yes, ma'am. Let me tell you right there. It's a girl. Had to have a box of them. And they are so good. So it's like, as Kenny would say, on a scale of from 1 to 10, definitely a 10. Oh, I've already ate probably about half the box. So let's see here what evenings. Like I said, I'm sorry guys if I'm squinting or anything. Where I'm usually on my phone, my eyes have trouble focusing. So, yes. Well, maybe a little faster. Yeah, evening shades. I know what you mean there. Um, Sometimes I wish if I can just get to, and I know this sounds crazy, but if I can just get to the 500 mark where I can get Ava Potterfield. Hello, honey. Hello, hello. If I can get to that 500 mark to where I can get my community tab, I would be happy. Oh, God bless you, Victoria. And you have a good night, sweetheart. If I can get to that 500 mark and to where I can share out other people's live streams on that community tab, then I would be happy to sit there for a while, you know. Jessica Fitzwater, hello, hello, and thank you for the pictures earlier. So, yes, I got them. I just didn't really have a whole lot of time to respond because I know I've talked about it before about wanting to do interviews and stuff on my channel just to introduce people to different channels or, different things, but just to grow the family and get to know each other more. And that's like I tell people when I go to interview them, I ask them, what subjects are not that we cannot talk about. So then that way I would know not, to go there. But then it's like, okay, let's get to know the people behind the scenes, you know. You see me you see me out on the water all the time. Love being on the boat. I could live on a boat. I'll tell y'all that right now. But what if I didn't like the boat? What if I'm like, nope, I'm just out here making videos because that's what everybody likes to see. So get to know people. Do you really like doing this? Or, is there something that you do that you don't really care for, but, people like to see it, get to know the person. Because I don't like, for so many years, I wore this mask. Everything was hunky dory, everything was just fine and blah, blah, blah. But inside, my head was just going so many different directions and stuff. Luckily, we got that kind of worked out, which my head's still, as everybody would say, I still have a few screws loose. And I know a lot of people would agree with it, but hey. But I like to get to know the people and people behind the YouTube masks, just like I said, just like you're kicked back at the kitchen table over a cup of coffee and just chatting. Because like I said, you come into my channel as strangers, but I like for you to leave as friends. And that's the way I feel towards you guys. Every one of you's here in chat. And you can ask, Dreaming on Wheels and Marshall, Ron sees it's just like, hey, y'all, stop in here. You need a place to stay to lay over between this meetup and that meetup. Just stop in. Rick's like, you invited total strangers. I'm like, nope, they're not strangers to me. They're from my channel. And we had a blast, And so, yeah, that's why I want to do those videos, those interviews. Well, I won't say I've been on to, I've been after two very important people that have their own channel, and he has a separate channel. They've got their own channels, and they called tonight. Yes, I was on the phone with a big YouTuber and scheduling a live. So if anybody has seen me in chats earlier this evening, they might know, but I'm keeping it a secret. If I can, I may explode. Because when I answered the phone, talked to him, I said, hang on, give me a minute. Got a fangirl here for a little bit. But, so yeah, I really enjoy that, just getting to know people. But anyway, I know, back on some kind of track here. And I keep getting notifications there. Feel the same way. They're not strangers. That's the way I feel. You spend, well, anything like me, I've got earbuds in all during the house, all around the house all day long. It's just me and the dogs. And so, I'm on YouTube. I'm watching somebody's channels, or, if they're not on live, I'm going back and looking at, some of their other videos that I missed. And so, yeah, this community, it rocks. And I have, and I love spending my day with it, so I spend more time with my YouTube family than I do my real family at times, So yeah, there's no way I can call y'all strangers, and I mean, shoot, come on. It's like Ray over at Van Life Rocks. We know he has, like 5 buckets he carries around with him, and and Mikey over there, they usually have to stop and he gets him a Slurpee and a chocolate bar, right? I get tickled because when they're out there on the boat, they usually have chocolate bars and fried chicken. I'm like, hey, I'd like to go fishing with them, man. They know where all of the good stuff's at here. Yeah, love our YouTube family, Nancy. That's for sure. Hershey bars. Yep. See? Mm-hmm. And Mikey, of course, he has to lay his little head down, take him a little break sometime. I love it. I love it. And but that's what I said, when I watch these channels like this, I feel like, you do see a side of them that you do feel like family, and so I like to repay that. And when they come and sit down at I call it at my table, I want them to feel comfortable. When somebody comes to the house, first thing I say is, don't worry about kicking your shoes off. Don't have to kick your shoes off. Don't worry about this. Don't worry. My house is lived in. We enjoy it. There's always time to clean it, take care of it later on. And that's the way I feel. Hey, we just enjoy the time we have now because, I've died on them a couple of times when I had my heart attack. And it was touch and go. The doctor said he didn't know if I was going to make it. And so I did. So why should I spend all of my day worrying if this whatnot's in the right place, or is that lamp in the right place? Do my curtains match my carpets? And, hey, come in, enjoy your time at my house, because tomorrow's never guaranteed. And I learned that the hard way. So enjoy it while you can. Ron Darrow, hello, hello, honey. Welcome, welcome. Oh, goodness. Oh my gosh, I got to see that one. I will have to check that one out. I bet that is hilarious. Oh, I bet it is hilarious. But yeah, guys, I'm trying to start getting more interviews scheduled. I like to kind of do them on Thursday nights because it's the we almost made it. Um, can y'all just hang on just a second? Okay, sorry about that. Hello, Patricia G. Oh, sorry I had to run. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you until I was checking on the dog. Uh, but anyway, yeah, backbeat rhythms, they're not always survived. And when I had mine, I'll tell you how close that I was. I thought I was having a heat stroke, so I weren't worried. Till the ambulance says, no, you're in the middle of an active major heart attack. I'm like, what do you mean? She means like Health Net's got to be called. And I remember them in Health Net. I was just sitting up looking around thinking, this is cool. I'd never been in a helicopter before. I'd only been in a plane once before, even. And so I'm thinking, hey, this is pretty cool. And and I remember them laying me back saying, we're going to have to lay you back so we can intubate you. And I'm thinking to myself, um, good night, Hildy. And I'm thinking to myself, of course, I'm a couch potato. I watch a lot of TV and I'm thinking, I know that's scary because that means they're going to try and protect my airway. They want to protect your airway in case you go unconscious. So, okay. And I remember the cot starting to go back, and then I can remember tingling all over. They had started to shock my heart. My heart was stopping on them. And so I don't remember anything from there for then 2 days later. And they said I died on them in the helicopter. And then they, of course, rushed me straight into the the cat lab, they call it. And I died on them in the table. And first thing I'm doing, I'm like looking for my scar, right? It's not like I'm ugly enough and I just needed a big old scar. And they said, honey, we didn't have time to do open heart surgery. He said they literally put a pacemaker on the outside, kept it going long enough for them to do stents. My left aorta, the main artery, I think it's called the aorta, was 100% blocked, and the Widowmaker was 99% blocked. And so even after they did all that, the doctor's like, it's between her and God now, because they actually had trouble bringing me off of the ventilator. And so I think that's why I have trouble breathing now and stuff. But thank God I did. That was on a Saturday evening, and I came to on a Tuesday afternoon. And I'm like, okay, how long do I got to stay here now? I'm fine. The doctor's like, what? I'm like, I want to go home. And I'm like, he's like, girl, you just died, Yeah, but I'm back now. Let's go. Yeah. And he's like, no, honey. He said, it'll be a couple of days. You might have to spend another day here in ICU, and then we'll put you in step down for a couple of days, you know, and, and all this. I'm like, nope, I'll be home by Thursday. And he's like, you've got to be kidding me. So next day they put me in step down, and they're like, oh yeah, we got to do, therapy, the physical therapy, get you up and walking and stuff. So they're going to send the little physical therapy guy in. Yeah, as he was coming out of my room, I was going into my room. I had already been down to the cafeteria, and they had cheesecake. So I come in with this cheesecake, and he's like, I come to see if you're ready to get out of bed. He said, well, I guess that's not needed, Oh. And somebody asked, did I have any warnings? I had no warnings at all. The weekend before, we were also laying concrete, and I got overheated, and finally I came in. And usually if I get overheated, if I can get my back against something cold, then it seems like I cool down quicker. So I came in the house. Of course, the air conditioner was kicked on, turned the ceiling fan on a high, and laid my back against the hardwood floors, So, and I'm like, okay, guys, I got to slow down, because can't, I'm about done, And then the next day, we were laying just a little patch of concrete, just making a little ramp in front of our little shed. And we'd ran out of concrete. We'd went to Lowe's, got more, stopped and ate, and came back to where the sun was down, and I wasn't out in the sun, and I had a fan on me. But then all of a sudden I broke out into a sweat. And I'm like, I'm having a heat stroke, so I've got to get my body cool down. And I could never get it to cool down, So the doctor says that the heat stroke probably is what threw me into the heart attack. But luckily there was no damage done to the heart. He said, my heart, it looks fine, but of course he wants you on that heart healthy diet. Yeah. Okay, I try. I try. That's all I can say. Oh, Richard Quick, I missed you coming in. Hello, honey. Hello. I'm sorry I missed you. But yeah, I will admit I've got guardian angels all around me. Like I said, I was ran over by a car when I was like 5 or 6. Crushed my whole insides. They had me scheduled for emergency surgery because they couldn't find where the internal bleeding was coming from. And Mom had been up for days with me, and she's like, God, she's yours. Do with her what you see fit. So she fell asleep that night. And I woke her up the next morning. I was bouncing up and down the bed, hollering I wanted ice cream. So, I've had, that, and then I've had so many other surgeries, and then another incident that should have taken me out, but it didn't. And, I told him, I said, for me, and hell's afraid I'm going to take over. So they just thought I'd better stay here a while longer. So, but yeah, uh, Backbeat Rhythm says had a minor heart attack and didn't even know it. Yeah, it is possible. And I told my mom, I know when we were down south last winter, I know she was having one. And I kept saying, uh, let me take you to the emergency room. Oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, right. Now she's realized, yeah, she'd had a heart attack. Angela says, a walking miracle. Honey, you don't know the half of it. Uh, you don't seem, it just, and I sit around here. Yeah, Susan, right? Cheesecake's healthy. It's got cheese in it, and stuff. And of course, if you get strawberries on top of it, it's got your fruit too, So I always put strawberries on it. Hello, Tim. Hello, Mobang. How are you, honey? Ava's headed to bed. It has been a long day. Yes, Ava, that's fine, honey. You tell Doug we said hello. And we'll see you tomorrow night on your live. Yes, we will. Well, yeah, Angela. There's sugar in there too, but it's just there to hold everything together. Can't be too much in it, Oh, I tease. I know. But I figured I've lived 55 years with this old heart. And if I take care of it a little bit, I can get a few more years out of it. But I did have to slow down a lot. When my dad passed away, I tried to fill his shoes. And he was one of these jack of all trades, and he took care of everybody. And I realized I can't do that, So I told my brother, and I apologized to my brother. I said, he never had the chance to step into dad's shoes because I never got my foot out of them, So I retired dad's shoes. And yeah, see, Backbeat Rhythm. My grandmother just passed away last month. She was 96 years old. And she grew up eating anything they wanted, And I really, which of course I know they worked more too, because they were out in the gardens and stuff like that. But that whole side of my family has a long history of living long, I should say. How do you put that? My grandpa, when he passed away, he was 94, I think it was. Grandma was 96. Her dad was 100 and something, or right around 100. And even her mom I think she was up there, but but that whole side of the family had lived long, Oh, he was hoping to see his little girlfriend. She's actually down for the night. I'm telling you, Susan, I had to hide the shirts. I had to hide those shirts because if I took them off of her, she would growl at me. I'm like, girl, you got to wash your clothes every now and then, Um, So yeah, we took her today. She's going through a spell right now, and I told Rick, I said, it's just a spell. It's like kids. Um, she's going through a spell to where Sonic cheesecake milkshake. Oh, that sounds so good. I bet that would go so good with their pretzel twists. Oh, sorry. Get back to reality here. Um, um, where was I at? Oh, she's going through a stage to where she doesn't want to eat that much. And I don't know if it is to where she is spoiled. And it's like if I pick it up and hand it to her, she'll eat it. Or if I hold the plate here in front of me, she will eat it. But I don't know if it's where she thinks, Michelle Leonardo, hello, honey. I don't know if it's where she thinks it's my plate and she's stealing food off of it, so she'll eat it. Or if she thinks, it's a snack that I'm eating and I give her a bite of it, she'll eat it. But if I set the plate down, she won't go eat it. And I'm thinking, girl, you get hungry enough, you're going to go eat. But then there's days that she will just eat anything that's not nailed down. And so I think it's just like, like kids go through these spells. They want to eat, then they don't want to eat. They don't want to eat, they don't want to eat. And I asked the vet about it today. He's like, as long as she's not not losing any weight, yeah, it's good. They'll go through stuff like that. I'm like, okay. So, yeah, she's just spoiled. She bit Rick earlier tonight. And I'm like, oh, maybe she just, because it was bleeding. And I thought, well, maybe it just went down, by the nail, And he said, no, it had a hole in the nail, But he was trying to force a pill on her. And she didn't want to take it. And he was just going to like grab her mouth and open her mouth and stuff it in. Well, when he grabbed her mouth and opened it up, she clamped back down and it went right through his nail. She comes over to me and I just break it and hand it to her and she eats it. Can't handle people food. Mine would rather have people food than anything. But I try not to give them that much because I do know there's different additives and preservatives and stuff like that in there that I don't really want to. I know Bella needs a little dress. I thought about sneaking and buying her one. I really did. There's a really cute one. I got it on my Amazon wish list. There's a really cute one. It's got a little bow on the back. I think she would just look so cute in it. But yeah, she'll definitely have a new one before our next meetups and stuff. So, but yeah, she's getting a little spoiled, but they were both today. She's grown into that little harness. And when we put the harness on them today, man, out that door they went. So they ran straight to the truck. And believe it or not, Bella jumped up in the truck. She's like, I got this, dude. Let me show you. And so they love to travel. It's like going somewhere. It's like, yeah, let's go. So, yeah. Okay, going to Sonic's Fairy does say this. I know, right? Oh. Yeah, Susan, see, we went today and I had to order some medicine because the doctor knows that the vet knows that we order their medicine from Chewy. And so I was going to have to get some medicine. I thought, I'll go ahead and I'll slip a dress in there. Well, I came home and I fell asleep. And Rick had already ordered the medicine one time I got up. So, backbeat. Backbeat Rhythm says that his pets are spoiled too. How can you not spoil them? Uh, you know, only thing Rocky won't eat is pickles and peppers. Yep. Char's like, her dog turned down beef stew because it had veggies in it. Oh gosh. I had one dog at one time. He would eat the beef stew, but he would push the carrots aside. I mean, he would eat the beef stew, but not the carrots. But I think the only thing mine won't eat are grapes, which I really don't want him to anyway because of the size they are. I'm afraid he'll get choked on them. And mushrooms. You know. My gecko. Oh, those are so neat. I wonder what they would be like that. Yeah. Ron says, he fights you over ice cream. Oh my gosh. My my dogs was like, they are getting at the, or especially Bella, where she's getting bigger now. She has learned that, okay, she can reach a few things, if they're on our side tables or something other. So we're having to learn to put everything, it's like childproofing your house, for your toddlers. Then they get older, everything goes up higher and higher. But I got so tickled that when Kevin from the NOMOC was here, I'm thinking, we got dogs. So, we're used to having the dogs around the house. No biggie. And, but I forgot that his dogs are so tall. And so it's like we put our plates down on the table, and good thing his dogs are well mannered. Oh, Barrett goes up and just lays his head down on the table beside the plate, like, can I have some of that, please? He could have easily taken the whole plate off of there if he'd wanted to. Mikey bites too when you take his food. Oh, goodness. Oh, that is so cool. But yeah, and I'll admit, my dogs bring me so much joy. And I tease now that, I guess since you could say Kane has found him a little girlfriend. I don't know if he's trying to impress or getting back into shape, but he's been more of a dog lately. He's chasing toys and playing with pop bottles, and he hasn't done that in forever. But he's polite though. He will not take a toy from his little sister, no matter how many she takes away from him. It is so funny. You wanted a bouncy dog and you got one. Oh gosh. Hey, 0 bugs in the house. One thing about having the geckos, right? I've thought of that too. Oh, yeah. A bag of chips or light bread. My dogs are addicted to carbs. That's all I got to say. You open up a bag of light bread and they will be, from another room, they will come full force. It gets the zoomies. Oh, yes. Oh, I even take mine out and try to get them to zoom outside. But I think get them wore down and stuff. No, they come back in the house and they want to zoom. And the way my house is open, they can run around the kitchen, the living room, And then that's not good enough for her. She will bounce off of me because my recliner sits in the side too, that in her path, I guess you could say. And she'll come running and jump up on me and push herself off and keep running. Uh, oh, I know. Took her fishing. I seen that. I was like, oh, that is just too cute. That was just too cute. I have video of mine on my pontoon boat, but of course I had the last time I got wise and put a little cage up for them or a little fencing, and so they could enjoy without having to be on the harness so much and stuff. And it's amazing how a dog, a puppy, can run our lives, right? You know, it's like we go, and how many people have done this, okay? You be going somewhere, and when you had kids, it's like, I need to stop. I want to stop or whatever. And you're like, just hush, hold it. We'll be home soon. You know, that mom, I got to pee. Hold it. You'll get there. We'll get there. Hold it till you get to where we're going. How many moms have said that, right? But you're in a vehicle and your dog starts to whine. And the first thing you do is you pull over and take it for a walk thinking maybe it's got to pee. It's like we don't tell them to hold it like we did our kids. No, they got us trained, Oh, yeah, Ron, ours does too. And they've learned that in our truck with, they have the bucket seats and then the console in between. They put their hands up there and they stand up and they can see outside, out the front windows. So it's like they're standing up there, but God forbid, you hit your brakes or something other, even though they've got like little harnesses clipped to the seatbelt thing, And so, they like being up there where they can look around. But I'm teaching them not to ride in our laps. Hello, Patricia G. Hello, sweetheart. Because when we go to Florida, my mom is the world's worst. She wants the pup to sit on her lap the whole time to Florida. But like I told her, you don't plan on being in an accident. But if something happens, then that animal becomes a flying object in your vehicle. And, they tell you to put your babies in car seats and stuff so they don't go flying through a windshield. So I don't want my dog flying through a windshield either, So they have like little seat belts that clip to their harness because I won't even put it on their collar because I don't want it pulling on their neck. And I remember that on that one video. She was whining and you're going, gotta use the bucket, gotta use the bucket. And I'm sitting there going, don't you have the live well? Put her over the live well. Let her go in the live well. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so we try to get them to where they know they have to be in their seatbelt when we travel and stuff. So, yeah, we saw a lady today and I just wanted to, I do not know how Charlie Grace does it because she is such an advocate for animals and stuff. But I saw a lady today. She had two cute they look like little Shih Tzus. And they were little white, puffy little, and they were in the front seat, which she didn't have the window rolled up at all. So they were up, and one of them literally like from her shoulders out was hanging out the car, And I'm thinking, if that dog can get its foot up on like the armrest or something other on the door, she could get her, they flop right on out of that vehicle. Well, the lady was standing there because we stand outside to check out and stuff because of, the new restrictions. And the dog was whining, wanting to get to her. So it's very, it's a good possibility that dog could have tried to jump out of that car. But thankfully it didn't, but it was making me a nervous wreck. And if y'all know me at all, when I get to be that nervous about something, I'm tempted to say something to them, you know. Ours don't use a seatbelt for our dogs. They lay on the floor on a pillow, yeah. And but then when the woman got to leave, okay, she gets in the driver's seat and she's like, scoot over, like, I let me in, you know. And then they're getting up on her lap. And I'm not kidding you. She left driving with both dogs on her arm out the window. And I'm like, you know, luckily she didn't head to the interstate, because I'm thinking, you know, oh, I don't know. I was just like, by that time, I was just fit to be tied. I wanted to go look at her and say, what are you doing? You know, you bad dog mom, bad dog mom. Oh yeah, see, that's it's good that they do ride in the floorboard, you know. So I mean, at least they know there's a place for them, you know. But I have seen so many, and I guess that's part of when I was running with the fire department. So many cute little animals that really got hurt because they weren't secured. Or even not only that, what if they didn't get hurt, but they got away from me? Remember, you hear all the time people that have wrecked and their dogs get out of the vehicle and take off before help gets there or whatever. And, you know, so, you know, I just worry about my dogs. And I do want to find me a little sign that says dogs on board, because especially like where Bella is my emotional support animal, if I have to go to the hospital or anything, I need her to go with me or I will totally freak out, you know. And so, but there's, you know, little things that I've got to get. I love watching Sissy and watching, and watching Mikey with Sissy. That is just so cute because, you know, here you got Mikey and you got Sissy, and Sissy's got him wrapped. Oh, so, well, guys, I have been on here for an hour, so I am going to get off here. Hubby may have gone to bed already. I'm not for sure. And so he's got to go to work tomorrow. So I am going to jump off here and tell him good night and settle down. And I got some editing to do. It feels so strange to say that, but I love it. I love it. So, yeah, I've got some editing I need to get done and some more scheduling. I'm going to send out some more invitations for being interviewed. And if it is something you all are interested in, I can't believe I cannot find. Oh, wait, let me go up here. There it is. Check out my, if you want to drop me a line about being interviewed, Angela, I would love to interview you and Mikey. Send me an email. If you all would like stickers, I do have some stickers, and I would love to get you all out some stickers, trade stickers with you. So if you all hit me up on my email, I would love it. And like I said, I hate saying goodnight to everybody because I have a wonderful time. Thank you for subscribing, Darian. Thank you so much. And we will get back to you again, like I said, Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We'll probably be here at the house, so I won't be going live on location, even though that was so fun. But I was late getting there and didn't realize how loud it was going to be. So, but we'll do more of that times. And I want to get you and Janice on a live. Janice from Oz? I don't know. We'll have to check it out. But yeah, I think probably Nate, since he's working on hours, he's probably still on. So if somebody wants to, yep, Kenneth, I should have known. He's right on the ball. Love you, Kenneth. We will go over and we will raid Nate at Land Cloud Adventures. Tell him that Angie sent you and tell him that I said I love you. And I will see you all over there. Like I said, I'll be back again on Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. And every Thursday nights, I'm trying to line up more interviews. But now this coming Thursday, I do have not one, but 2 special guests. So I will see everybody then. And if not, but then I will see you all on the roads of YouTube, on the streets of YouTube. I'll get it right in a minute. Oh my gosh. See y'all on the streets of YouTube, and go check out everybody's playlist and help out somebody. Remember, guys, adventure awaits. Get out there, find yours, and make your memories, guys. You'll never go wrong making those memories. So good night, guys, and I will see you all later.